Water, we can't live without it. But a water leak in your home can destroy your home in a very short amount of time. And if your home happens to be an RV, that time is very quick. About a week ago, I noticed some pooling water around the back of the toilet in our Airstream's bathroom. Knowing that water could destroy our Airstream in a very short amount of time, I had to find the source of this leak, fix the issue, and make sure it never happened again. I'm Jim Fisher, and this is Airstreamer. And on this channel, Michelle and I travel this amazing United States for all sorts of adventures along the road less traveled. We also feature storage tips and ideas and maintenance tips and ideas to help keep your RV in tip-top shape. If you're watching us on a TV rather than your smartphone, I'm going to put a QR code link right here that'll take you right to our YouTube channel and allow you to subscribe to this channel and make comments on the videos you see. Upon investigation, I've discovered that the fill valve on our Dometic toilet is going bad. Our Airstream, which is a 2018 International Serenity, has a Dometic 310 RV toilet. And it's this part that can sometimes fail and have some issues. In my research, it seems that it's a fairly common issue that these toilets do develop a little bit of a leak, and there's a couple places that it can happen. One is in this valve, and the other is around the base of the toilet. If you have a leak along the base of the toilet, it can seep into those floorboards and it'll spread, and that means either a partial or total floor replacement in that area of your camper. One of the ways you can tell if it's the flush valve on the Dometic toilet that's leaking is water will continue to weep out of the holes that fill the bowl. And that was the major clue that told me it was this part that was failing. Plus, I could see some clear water drips underneath this valve. So somehow it's leaking. My guess is these two O-rings that are in here have failed or are failing. And by replacing this whole assembly, we're going to have a whole new set of O-rings and everything will be brand new, and it should totally solve the problem. Fortunately, this seems to be a very easy part to replace, and that's the maintenance thing we're going to take care of today. I ordered this replacement part on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below as to what I got, but I did get the replacement product made by Beach Lane rather than the factory original Dometic. From the reviews I read and the little bit of research I did, it seems that this Beach Lane part may be a little better made, a little more robust than the original one that came with the Dometic toilet. I'm going to use the water shutoff. There is a water shutoff valve for the toilet. If you don't have a water shutoff valve, you're going to have to shut off the water where it comes in or shut off the pump on your RV to make sure water isn't going to be gushing through your RV and creating a worse problem than the one you're trying to solve. So again, we're going to shut off the water to the supply line to the valve. Then we're going to disconnect the valve. This is going to be a screw fitting here. That'll be a finger screw fitting. The other is a crimp ring that'll be right here. And we're just going to have to loosen that and take off the crimp ring. I fully expect that there'll be some water that's going to flow out. We're going to have a towel ready to capture any of that water to make sure it doesn't spread and migrate throughout the Airstream. Then we're going to remove the old one, discard it, put this new one in, snap it in place, reconnect all of our water fittings, and then turn the shutoff valve back on, check for all leaks, and see if that solves the problem. So let's migrate over to the bathroom in the Airstream, and let's start doing some plumbing work. Here's the bathroom we're going to be working in. So you can see the quarters are going to be very tight. The shutoff valve is on the other side of the toilet. Here is the water inlet valve for the pressured water that's coming in, and then this line is the line that feeds the toilet into the bowl. So we have our towel here. This is actually a towel we picked up in South Dakota because when we went on our Blessed Midwest trip, we figured out that we forgot to bring towels with us. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is shut off the water to the toilet. Now we're going to put this towel down here to capture any water that might be caught in that line as we take it apart and out. This hose clamp is crimped on. It's not a standard screw hose clamp. So let's loosen this few drips. Before we can remove that valve, there's one screw we're going to need to take out, and hopefully I can do it with this. That's such small quarters to work in. I have this little thing off of a multi-purpose screwdriver that fits it, and I'm hoping I'll be able to grip and turn and get this off of there. Looks like I've got to take this hose off just in order to have room to work. All right, let's see if we can get this.
One eternity later.
There we are. There's the culprit right there. Now we can start putting this all back together. And I noticed that there is a space for 2 screws in this, and there was only one holding this together. Maybe that was part of the issue too. Out with the old and in with the new. This kit from Beachline does include 2 stainless steel screws to replace the 2 screws. And stainless steel is much better than standard steel, less chance for rust.
Many minutes later.
Let's get this new hose clamp crimped on and make sure that none of our fittings leak. That should be tight enough. Now let's turn on the water and make sure we have no leaks. And then we'll put a paper towel on the floor, and any drips or leaks will show up. Here's the test. We're going to flush, and we're going to make sure that the bowl fills as it should. And stops flowing. And there you have it. The faulty valve was replaced with a new valve from Beachline. Hopefully demonstrations like this will give you confidence to do some of your own maintenance repairs. If you're apprehensive about doing work like this, there's no shame in hiring a professional to maintain your valuable RV. And if you like videos like this, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment. It really helps YouTube's algorithm to know that we exist and that you enjoy content like this. I'm Jim Fisher. This is Airstreamer, and we'll see you on the road less traveled.